Hello students, this is a video lesson for the Language Lab, Intermediate Level Language Lab, and in this video lesson I will try to repeat and explain clearly about how to put the stress in a full sentence or in half a sentence. In any case, where do you put the stress when there are more than one word? So 2 words, 3 words, 4 words, and so on. And as I mentioned in our last Zoom session, some words, they group together like a bunch of words, and that is called a phrase. Maybe 2 words, 3 words together in a group, and that is called a phrase, en fras. And typically, the emphasis will come on the last word. Okay, this is explained in the textbook. And in a sentence, for pronunciation to sound natural to the Swedish ear, there has to be some ups and downs, a melody. And that means that some words will be stressed and other words will not be stressed. And as I told you, there are some rules for this. And one thing that is really good to keep in mind is, from a grammar point of view, certain grammatical elements are usually obetonade, are usually unstressed, unemphasized. And I have kept my little whiteboard and I will show it to you again. And there are 8 categories, 8 grammatical categories of words that when you see them in a sentence and when you speak them out, they will get less emphasis. All right? And for each category, I will make a couple of sample sentences. I will just make them out of my mind. They are not taken from the book, so just listen carefully. Okej, titta här. I en sats eller i en fras så finns det ord som oftast är obetonade, som inte är betonade. Vad betyder en sats eller en fras? En sats, en fras, means, more or less literally, it means part of a sentence. So like half a sentence or a section of a full sentence. So what do you call a sentence in Swedish language? You say en mening. En mening, that is a sentence. Kan du läsa meningen? Can you read the sentence? Kan du läsa första meningen? Can you read the first sentence? But these things, sats, fras, that is only a certain part of a sentence. Ord som oftast inte är betonade. Words that usually, most of the time, are not emphasized. And category 1 is, första gruppen, det är pronomen. Pronomen. Så ord som jag, du, han, hon, den, det, vi, ni, dom. Those are pronouns. But remember, there are other pronouns. For example, mig, dig, honom, henne, oss, dem. Okay? Oss, er, dem. Okay. So those are other pronouns. And finally, the ownership, possessive pronouns, min, din, hans, hennes, våran, eran, deras. All of those are pronouns. So let me give you one very simple sentence. Var är min bok? So meaning, where is my book? Var är min bok? And if I exaggerate, var är min bok? So the first three words, var är min, and then bok. There comes the emphasis. Var, very short. Är, very short. Min, very short. And this really makes sense because actually var is category 8. Frågeord, that's a question word. No emphasis. Var. And then some verbs like är och har, also no emphasis. Var är, and then pronoun, min. Var är min bok? And the emphasis comes at the end on the noun, bok. Var är min bok? Eller another example. Ge den till henne. Ge den till henne. So in that sentence, give it to her. Ge den, short, till henne. Henne, in that case, it's not very emphasized. Something else. Har du sett henne? Har du sett henne? Have you seen her? Har du sett henne? Har du sett henne? The emphasis is only on sett. Men har du? No emphasis. Sett, emphasis. Henne, the pronoun again. No emphasis. Okay, so just keep in mind, the pronouns are often pronounced very quickly and very softly, and they don't get much emphasis at all. All right? The second category, a big important category, is hjälpverb, auxiliary verbs. And you know there are many of them. And in the textbook, you can find a list of all the hjälpverb, or most of them, on page 230 in the mini grammar at the end of the book. Here I have only listed some of them. Ska, vill, får, måste, kan. So let me give you one or two sentences as an example. Kan du komma nu? Kan du komma nu? One more time. Kan du komma nu? Kan, very short. Du, pronoun, very short. Komma, that is emphasized because that's the main verb. Kan du komma nu? And that little word nu is also not much emphasized. Kan du komma nu? How about this one? Vill du komma nu? Vill du komma nu? Do you want to come now? Vill, short. Du, short. Komma, main verb, emphasis. And then nu, very short again. How about måste, also a hjälpverb. Du måste äta upp maten. Du måste äta upp maten. That means you have to finish eating the food. Du måste äta upp maten. Du, pronoun. Måste, short. Äta upp. That's the main verb in the sentence. Maten, that's the main noun in the sentence. Okay. Let's have one more. Using, for example, får. Får man röka här? Får man röka här? Får, very short. It's a hjälpverb. Man is actually also a pronoun, a kind of pronoun, impersonal pronoun. Får man röka här? Röka, to smoke. Får man röka här? Only the word röka gets an emphasis in that short sentence. Får man röka här? Okay? And then one example with kan. Kan du hjälpa mig? Kan du hjälpa mig? Kan, short. Du, short. Hjälpa, emphasis. Mig, short. Also a pronoun. Kan du hjälpa mig? Kan du hjälpa mig? Okay? Let's see, what's the next word or rule? Some special verbs, some very common verbs. Maybe the most common in Swedish language. Verben to be, in the present tense, var in the past tense, and har, to have, hade, past tense, hade. Actually, I can think of one other common verb that is usually not stressed. Att bli, to become. Okay? So let me give you some example sentences. Är du hemma nu? Är du hemma nu? Är short. Är du hemma nu? Are you at home now? And then in the past tense, how about this one? Var han snygg? Var han snygg? And then that means, was he handsome? Was he good looking? Var han snygg? Var, was. And then the pronoun, he, var han snygg? Snygg means good looking, which is an adjective. And this is good to keep in mind. So the main verb is emphasized, the main or most important noun, in the sentence is emphasized, and important adjectives, for example, snygg, handsome, or colors, gul, yellow. They are emphasized. Var han snygg? Was he handsome? And then let's make one with har. Har du tid att träffa mig? Har du tid att träffa mig? Har. Short. Du, pronoun, short. Har du tid? Tid, that's a noun. Har du tid att träffa? Emphasize. Har du tid att träffa mig? Pronoun at the end. Not emphasized. Har du tid att träffa mig? And an example with this past tense. So let me make a sentence. Hade han många vänner? Hade han många vänner? Did he have a lot of friends? Yeah. Hade, short, not emphasized. Han, short. Många vänner, that's emphasized. Hade han många vänner? Okay? And then I can think of a sentence with the other verb, bleed, to become. Blir det regn imorgon? Blir det regn imorgon? Meaning, is it gonna rain tomorrow? Will we have rain tomorrow? Will it become rainy tomorrow? Blir det regn imorgon? Bli. Det is a pronoun. Blir det regn? Oh, rain, that's an emphasized word. Imorgon. Blir det regn imorgon? And the past tense, blev. Blev mötet bra igår? Blev mötet bra igår? Okay, blev. Very short. Mötet, that's a key noun, emphasized. Blev mötet bra? Adjective, bra, emphasized. Blev mötet bra igår? Okay. So, some of these very common verbs är, var, har, hade, blir, blev. Those are typically not emphasized. De är obetonade. They are unemphasized inside a long sentence. Next category. Vissa adverb. Some adverbs, these little words, almost silly, stupid words, they have some meaning, but they are not totally important. Nog och ju. So for example, nog means probably, something like that. Let's make up a sentence. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. Meaning, I probably don't have time tomorrow. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. Jag, short. Har, short. Nog, short. Tid, emphasized. Imorgon, semi-emphasized. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. Okay? Let's see, what's the... oh, by the way, one category, one word which is not even listed here, the little word inte, is also not emphasized. Jag mår inte så bra. Jag mår inte så bra. Jag mår inte så bra. Inte så bra. Jag mår inte så bra. Inte. You speak it quickly, you don't give it emphasis. Okay. But the same thing with these small words. Nog, ju. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. Jag har nog inte tid imorgon. I probably don't have time tomorrow. Next category, down here, 5. Prepositioner. The two most common prepositions in Swedish language is probably i and på. Both have this location. I is something usually at but inside some space. På is at or on some surface. And those words, but there are many other prepositions and you can check them. There is probably a list of prepositions in the back of the textbook. På, i. Let me make 2 sentences. Ligger boken på bordet? Ligger boken på bordet? Okay. Ligger boken, emphasize, på bordet, på bordet. Okay. På, the preposition gives barely pronounced, very not emphasized. På bordet, on the table. Is the book on the table? How about another sentence with E? Finns det en TV i köket? Finns det en TV i köket? Is there a TV in the kitchen? Finns det en TV i köket? TV, emphasized. It's a key noun of that sentence. I köket. Köket is another important noun, so it's emphasized. But I, just skip by, or you pronounce it, but you don't emphasize it. Finns det en TV i köket? All right. Next one, number 6, konjunktioner, conjunction. Okay. The most common ones are probably och and men. Och meaning and, men meaning but. And there are other conjunctions. Again, you can check the grammar in the end of the textbook, Rivstart. Let me make a couple of sentences with these conjunctions, och and men. Let's see. Jag och min syster ska gå på bio imorgon. Jag och min syster ska gå på bio imorgon. Jag, pronoun, very not emphasized. Och, this little word och, no emphasis. Jag och, min is also a pronoun. Jag och min syster, that's a noun, emphasized. Jag och min syster ska, hjälpverb, right? Ska gå på bio, that is emphasized. But ska is not emphasized, so ska gå på bio. Jag och min syster ska gå på bio imorgon. How about a sentence with men? Jag vill äta god mat, men jag vill inte diska. Jag vill äta god mat, men jag vill inte diska. Så, jag vill, pronoun, hjälpverb. Äta god mat, emphasized. I want to have good food. Jag vill äta god mat, men jag vill inte diska. Diska, that's emphasized. So, jag vill äta god mat, men jag vill inte diska. Okay? I hope you understand. Okay. Artiklar. Number 7. Artiklar. En, den. En eller den. Ett eller det. Okay. They are also not emphasized inside the sentence. Let me make a sentence. Kan du ge mig ett äpple? Kan du ge mig ett äpple? Ett äpple. Ett äpple. Ett is almost, it's pronounced, but you just go past it very quickly. Kan du ge mig ett äpple? Kan, hjälpverb. Du, pronoun. Ge, more emphasized. Mig, short, pronoun. Kan du ge mig ett, and this is the word, the article, the article, ett, and then äpple, that's a noun, a key noun. Kan du ge mig ett äpple? You can do the same with some other object. Kan du ge mig en bok? Kan du ge mig en bok? En bok. Kan du ge mig en bok? You could also use den or det. Jag vet inte vad den är. Jag vet inte vad den är. I don't know where it is. Jag vet inte vad den är. Den. Jag vet inte vad den är. I don't know where it is. The emphasis is on vet. Jag vet. Jag, short pronoun. Vet. Emphasized. Inte. Short. Vad den är. Vad den är. Jag vet inte vad den är. I don't know where it is. And then something with det. Det ska nog regna imorgon. Det ska nog regna imorgon. It's probably gonna rain tomorrow. Det, very short. Det ska nog regna imorgon. It's probably gonna rain tomorrow. Det ska nog regna imorgon. And then the final category 8, which I had to put up here. All those frågeord. I only have written 2 of them here. Hur, how, var, where. But there are many others. For example, varför, eller när, eller hur ofta. Right? All of those are question words. Where and when and why and how often. Okay. All of those are pronounced kind of quickly and with no special emphasis in a sentence. I can give you a couple of examples. Hur mår du? Hur mår du? Hur, that's a question word. How? Hur mår du? Eller something with var. Kan du säga var det ligger? Kan du säga var det ligger? Kan du säga var apoteket ligger? Can you tell me where the pharmacy is located? Var. So, short. And one last sentence using another question word. Varför? Varför kommer han inte? Varför kommer han inte? Why isn't he coming? Varför? Very short. Kommer. Key main verb. Varför kommer han? Pronoun. Short. Inte. That special word inte also. Short pronunciation or no emphasis. Varför kommer han inte? Okay, so I've gone through these rules. And there are many of them, but I think they're really quite useful. Now that we don't study the pronunciation of single words anymore, we study many words together in a part of a sentence or a full sentence. And I'm going to design some kind of homework for you to study sentences and figure out how to do the pronunciation of them, where to put the emphasis and where to not put the emphasis. Okay? I hope this was helpful. Jag hoppas att det hjälpte och vi ses snart. Lycka till. Tack så mycket. Hej då. Hej då.